Alright. It's time to finally finish reviewing the Seagal movies I bought last year with Half Past Dead. That's why I put it in this bag 7 months ago. And so we're going to finally take a look at this. Now, I had watched this years and years ago when this first came out. I don't think it was VHS. I don't think I had DVDs yet. But, yeah, because my mom was a big Seagal fan. But this was the last Seagal film to go into theaters. After that, he went direct to video. And I could see why. This movie is... It's not good. It's not good at all. This movie sucks. Well, it doesn't suck. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you, Seagal. I still say this is better than On Deadly Ground. I'm sorry. I didn't care for that movie at all. Maybe if I rewatch it, I'll like it. But I just didn't care for it. This movie is a little bit better. Not by much. I cannot take Steven Seagal seriously when he's walking around with a do-rag on with rap music playing in the background. And you know they told him there was rap music because the way he walks. This is how he walks in the movie. Ready? Let me show you. Okay. This is how Steven Seagal walks in Half Past Dead during the scenes when this rap music is playing. Yeah, badass Steven Seagal walking around like he a gangster, man. That don't work. Now, as I say his name, Sasha Petrosevich. I don't know if that's actually his real name or not, because they say he's Russian. He's not even doing a Russian accent. He talks like this. His normal Seagal voice is what he talks like. That's it. I don't try. If I try, I might actually get a good movie out of me. I don't want to try. I haven't tried since 1995. But anyway, yes, this is the start of Fat Seagal. He's a little chubby. And then that also makes it very easy to spot the stunt doubles because Seagal didn't care so much not caring that he used a stunt double. The plot, if you can call it that, revolves around Seagal being an undercover FBI agent. Now, beginning of this, we don't know that. At least, you don't think you do. If you read Wikipedia or you read the back of this thing, you know that he is. But you're just watching this, or you rent the VHS from a movie rental place, you might not know that. You're watching this, beginning of this film, Seagal dies. He gets shot, and he supposedly dies. And then we cut to 8 months later, and he's being put in the same prison, a new Alcatraz, with Ja Rule, who was his partner at the beginning of this. And so they're brought back together. That's already a little bit fishy, right? Because he's trying to track down this guy named Sonny, who killed his wife years earlier. And that's not even the main plot of the damn movie. It's the opening scene of the movie. Then he brings it up a little bit throughout the film, and then we just get a mention of it at the end. We don't even get to see him bring Sonny down. We just are told at the end when he tells Ja Rule that he did it. We don't get to see that. That should have been the plot of this film. Not some guy breaking into the place to get one of the prisoners who knows where a stash of gold is. That's the thing. That's the plot. So now Seagal and Ja Rule have to lead a gang of prisoners to take this guy down. And the biggest problem I have with the villain that he's played by Morris Chestnut. And to me, Morris Chestnut, when I think of Morris Chestnut, I think of like Mike. And I don't see a bad guy at all. I think of Tracy, that was his name, Tracy, in that movie. I'm sorry, I don't see a bad guy. And then, who's his sidekick? Fucking the cop from Blues Brothers 2000. What was the name? I bit my tongue. Is he here? Nia Peoples. That's it. Nia Peoples. and she's his little sidekick. I'm sorry, but the girl from Fame, she ain't intimidating either. Who? I mean, even to go against even Seagal on one of his worst days, which this was, because he was starting to get out of shape, and you can tell. You need villains to go up against Seagal, man. Think of Tommy Lee Jones in Under Siege, or even, Michael Caine and On Deadly Ground. As bad as that movie is, he had decent villains to go against. I don't see Morris Chestnut as a villain. I'm sorry, I just don't. And you also get a Supreme Court justice put in this. And there's this prisoner exchanged. But when they exchange with the Supreme Court justice, we only see her from behind, so you know it's not actually her. And then it's not until, later, like 10 minutes later, they're like, oh, it's not the Supreme Court justice. Once he sees her. They don't know what she looks like. They have to wait till they show Seagal for them to know. I'm sure the other FBI agent knew, but still, I mean, come on. And then some of the action is pretty good. Seagal's not trying though. You get this fight with Seagal, he's just going. That's it. When the big stuff starts happening, it's a stunt double. Jumping out of a plane, stunt double. Explosions, stunt double. Seagal does not do any big stunts in this film. Jackie Chan, he is not. I don't want to say this is the worst between this and On Deadly Ground, because On Deadly Ground is a kind of candidate for the frying pan. But this one is not good. I'm telling you, it's not good. It's not as good as some of those other ones. And I do have the ones from my mom that I am going to eventually do in the cinematic journeys. If I ever get back to doing those movies, I don't know. But, anyway. Now, I mentioned the music. That's one of my biggest problems with this. It's a Steven Seagal film, and you got Ja Rule's ass rap music in the background. I don't hate rap music. I grew up on Eminem, so I don't hate rap music per se. But Steven Seagal and rap music do not mix. It's like peanut butter and sardines. It just doesn't work. Alright? It doesn't work. There are some, musical score that has the action kind of sound. Stuff like that. That works. When you have him trying to shoot people with Ja Rule, hey, ba, ki, da, ba, mother, da, that's another thing. This movie is PG-13, and they're using rap music that is not suitable for that, so they have to blurt out the words. So you get mother, even Ja Rule says, da, mother, and it blurts it out. It flips it out because it's PG-13. Why the hell? One, it's Seagal. You can do rated R. Two, why would you have this kind of rap music and this kind of style in PG-13? This is... Yeah, PG-13. It makes no sense. Makes no sense. You know what else doesn't make any sense? They made a sequel. Not with Seagal, no way. With Bill Goldberg, and the only returning character is Twitch. And this film is utterly useless, other than that. He doesn't really get much screen time. He has this little gun and stuff, and then he has this scene with Monique at the end, but he's the one they chose to carry to the next film. Half Past Dead is, I can't even say it's a fun time, man. Seagal is out to avenge the death of his wife. But that alone, who came up with this plot? Because that's one thing that frustrates me. Beginning of this, we establish he's out to get this guy, Sonny, because Sonny killed his wife. Or was responsible for the death of his wife. But then we spend most of the film inside a new Alcatraz prison with an unrelated plot, not connected to that what he was trying to do. Not even connected with the undercover work he was doing inside the fucking jail. Something else comes along and derails his investigation. And this whole thing, what he was trying to do is fixed, solved, taken care of off screen. We don't get to see the resolution. We don't see to get him bring in and or kill Sonny. So that's not even shown to us. We get to the end of this film and he goes to visit Ja Rule and he tells Ja Rule that it's done. He got Sonny and that Ja Rule can get out of prison now for some reason. Just, now you're free of all your crimes. Who knows? But, yeah. The main thing Seagal was after since the beginning of this film, and we don't get to see it off screen. If this was one of the earlier Seagal films, that would be the main fucking plot. Him trying to track this guy down. Think about Hard to Kill. He was after the guy who killed his wife and tried to kill him. That was the whole plot of the film. Maybe they thought it was too similar to that, but it would have worked. I mean, come on. Why even put that as a part of the film to begin with? If that's not even going to be the main focus. You got an unrelated plot that I really didn't even care about. I cared more about him getting revenge for what happened to his wife. And we don't even get to see it. This movie is frustrating, but it's not the worst Seagal movie. I'm pretty sure there's other ones. Ones that I probably have also. But I'll give it a 5. I think it's decent. It's frustrating, but decent. I'm going to give it 5 out of 10. There's nowhere near the frying pan. Don't think of it, neither is On Deadly Ground, to be honest. I think we're not even into the worst of Seagal yet. But, yeah, it gets a 5 for me. So let's grab it, my magic bag here. Okay, it's a Blu-ray time, so... Commando! Yes, sir. So, Commando... And then we can judge the next, connective tissue here. It's got to go DVD, then Blu-ray, then DVD at the end. But we'll just kind of go for that in my next one. So Commando will be the next one I do. Don't know if it will be tonight, but I'll try to get it done. So half past that, what are your thoughts on that movie? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one. I'll see you in the next one.